I've done the first layer of my print, and this one you can actually see quite nicely because some of the biro came off onto it, so you can see where it's going to go. But I've got 4 yellow base layers, and I would suggest that you always do at least 4, just in case you have a mistake, and also so you can get a little bit of variety. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting out everything that I want to stay yellow. So what I cut out now is going to remain the yellow of this print. Okay, so I'm just going to get cutting, and I'm thinking that perhaps some of these bits here I'm going to make yellow, and some of these bits. So I'm just going to be working out what bits I'm going to make yellow, and then I'll come back to you in a moment. So I've cut out quite a lot of the lino, and what I've cut out is going to stay yellow. What I've tried to do as well is leave a little bit of texture here, so that when I do the next cut of colour I have some interesting textures in my print. I'm using this gorgeous cyan, well, turquoise blue for my next layer, and again I'm just going to put out a little row of colour. And then I've cleaned my ruler from the yellow. It's always a good idea just to kind of clean up your space as you go along, keep it nice and organised. Again, rolling it out lovely and flat, and I'm going to ink up my lino with the second colour. Again, I'm rolling it up in the same kind of way as before. I've washed the lino as well, so it's nice and clean for me to apply the ink to. And I'm just getting the ink into all the different parts of the lino. And again, you can see that I'm pushing the ruler down with my hand. If I get little bits like this, just peel it off and then go back over with the ink, keeping it nice and clean. Okay, so that's probably inked up enough. And what I need to do now is put it exactly on top of my print. Okay, so I'm going to match it up to the corners. Okay, like that, so it's nice and matched. And I'm going to turn it over now that I've matched it up, and get my clean ruler and push really hard again. All over, getting all those corners, going really deep into it. Okay, pushing really hard, and then I'm taking my lino tool and just burnishing the back of the print to make sure I've got all those little bits that I might have missed. Obviously being careful not to cut yourself while you're burnishing. You can use the back of a spoon for this as well, which is quite effective. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is peel off. Okay, and there we have 2 colours so far. So you can see I've got white, I've got yellow, and now I've got this gorgeous sort of green colour happening. So the next thing I'll do is I'll print up my other 3, and then I'll look to cutting out my next colour.